this needs a little work. Just a smidge.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Not gonna fidget so much this time.
No?
Nah. Actually, it was better before, but I do. I'm getting off the Wi-Fi. You already gone on the face?
Yeah, I just need the link to post up the link, and then I'll be able to share it.
It should be up
Oh,
now.
it's up now?
Yeah.
Okay. Back. View channel. There it is. Yep. It was all WrestleDream. Copy link.
Oh.
Okay. Switch from there to personal account. You all right?
Yeah. Is anybody
All right.
there yet?
Well, I just posted.
Man, that ice didn't even last a full minute. It went by fast.
Do you need some more?
Nah, I'll live.
Okay. All right, I'm logged in. Actually, I didn't get myself something to drink. Grab myself a bottle of shit. And since I was up and grabbing one.
Oh yeah, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. All right. You good then, sir?
As good as I'm gonna be.
Good as you're gonna be. All
I know we're off center
All right.
in here. The feng shui is a little bit off.
Volume up. Let's see here. It sounds like it's up. Yeah.
Does it?
Sounds like it's up. There we go.
There it goes.
Yeah.
It feels like it's up.
Hey! So what are we at? 466?
Yeah.
All right. Well then,
Let
Chris,
me hit
without
this
any
little button right here.
further ado,
Who's due?
rent's due.
Oh,
Not yet though.
I'm about to say.
Well, it's about to be due.
Yeah.
Live from HWR HQ in Houston, Texas, it's the 466th edition of Houston Wrestling Radio. This is Abel.
This is Chris.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, now you're
yeah, better. Yeah.
Almost there.
Oh, one more. Bam.
That's the money.
There we go.
Not once, not twice, thrice.
Yeah. So, thank you. If you are joining us live, that is awesome. Log into your YouTube account. That way you can live chat with us here in the little live chat smart handy dandy thingy here. And you could like say stuff and ask us questions and fact check and talk shit or whatever.
Yell at us. You will have an opportunity before this episode goes off the air tonight to yell at us.
Probably so. If you're not watching this live, that's okay. You can still interact with us on Facebook, facebook.com/Houston Wrestling Radio, or you could just leave a comment down below. What's up? Oh, that's that. I think that's Portia. No, it's CK1981. Who the hell is CK1981? Okay. Anyway, what's up, CK1981? That is
Okay,
you.
that is
Why are you CK? Somehow Portia became CK1981. All right, well, whatever.
Sure.
Yeah. But yeah, you could be like Portia in the live chat
With
just
the Burger
harassing
King
us.
crown on it.
Yeah, that's Anyways, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell so that you know when we go live and all that kind of stuff. That way, you could get more of our deliciousness in your feed every day. Hey, what's with the bear?
He likes to party.
I guess
And
so.
I'm trying to remember how to party.
All right.
You should have told me the dress code, man. I would have brought my hat. I'll remember next time.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, it is Houston Wrestling Radio. You can wear whatever.
Yeah.
Any Houston stuff.
Yeah, but we lost our captain. He's out for the year.
Yeah.
ACL or whatever.
Yeah. Freddie's on the shelf, but it's okay. We still got a really good team. Still got a really good team.
There's plenty of time. Yeah.
I'm in.
You want to explain to the fine viewers, sexy viewers, delicious viewers, why we were like 15 minutes late tonight?
We are 15 minutes late because we were watching something. We were watching AJ Styles versus John Cena from Perth, from Crown Jewel. So yeah, we didn't start quite on time because we were watching that match.
And why did we have to watch it tonight?
Because turns out I didn't have the ESPN stuff to actually watch it.
Damn.
And I haven't been watching wrestling pretty much at all. But yeah, we made time to watch that right before we started recording.
Would you have made time if you had access?
Yes. Yeah, I wanted to, especially seeing you and Arnold and our friend Aaron and Hector and Chris and Bacon and everybody just yapping on and on in various group chats about that match. It's like, okay, this is something that I probably should actually watch. And I went to try to go watch it, and that's when I realized, oh wait, we don't have ESPN. Portia, what did we do? Did we not get ESPN? Because I thought we moved from ESPN. We got the Hulu bundle with Disney, but that includes ESPN, but not if you don't. And it's like, I was so confused as to how any of that shit worked. I think I even mentioned this last time that we were on air. I was like, I think we got it. I don't know if it... Turns out we didn't. We didn't have the ESPN to actually watch it. So I actually did try to, and I was like, well, fuck. And then I just didn't.
So just Houston Wrestling Radio rewind a little bit further.
Yeah.
The last time we were in this room, we did a preview for WrestlePalooza,
right,
the debut on ESPN.
Right.
So even after we finished recording, you didn't even bother to try to watch it.
WrestlePalooza?
You would have learned a month ago.
That's
oh
true.
Shit, I don't have this.
3
How
weeks,
did you? Yeah,
3 weeks prior, right? Yeah. I didn't even bother with WrestlePalooza. I didn't have anything that, as far as I know, people were so hyped about that I needed to watch. Gotcha. And it just was in one ear, out the other, and I didn't make an effort because it didn't seem like anybody was making me have the great need to make the effort for WrestlePalooza.
Got you.
By the time I was like halfway interested, oh, Crown Jewel's coming up anyway. Oh, okay, cool.
If you were an executive of WWE,
oh boy,
how would you feel the day after your debut event on ESPN? Allergies. The ESPN columnist / analyst that is specifically assigned to WWE grades your debut show a C-.
That wouldn't be good. I wouldn't feel good about that. No. That would be a C-.
I figured that might have added to an otherwise meh show.
I get the sense that
there wasn't a lot.
Meh.
There wasn't a lot to go over. There wasn't a lot that left a lasting impression.
Okay,
for you to be like, oh shit, I need to go back and watch this. Yeah. And it's rough because that afternoon was All Out, and then right after All Out, which again tried running over, because right as the tag ladder match ended, that's when Cena's music hit, and then Brock Lesnar came out.
Right.
So I didn't even get to watch the main event because I'm at Travis's house, and the witchcraft that I did for us to watch the Styles match tonight was what I did
over there. Okay.
Yeah. And it's weird that we have this huge lapse in between the last time we recorded. All In was definitely the better show. I mean, All Out was definitely the better show than WrestlePalooza.
Okay.
But goddamn, that shit was still long.
Yeah.
Very long.
Yeah, I wound up not watching that either because that's regular pay-per-view and I didn't want to shell out the ducats.
Yeah.
So I was
even though it was $10 cheaper, $40 if you bought it through the Max app and they just billed you the next month.
I mean, that's still it's still more than $9.99 a month.
That's your hurdle.
Yeah, that's where I was. I got spoiled by the network and the cock, so and unless like people are pitching in for AEW and we're all pitching in and watching it somewhere together and preferably maybe even here, but even then I don't want all the people at my house. But
it's such a spacious house.
Yes, so it's like all of the stars have to align correctly for me to now want to spend anything more than $15 on an actual wrestling pay-per-view.
Where it's just you and the women.
Right. Yeah.
No one else.
Yeah. So, well, if there are going to be people over, I wouldn't mind having people over. But then it's also like a whole production of what are we going to eat? Are we going to feed everybody? If we bring people over and we buy all this food and nobody shows up, now we're stuck with it. Because that's happened a few times. Or it's like, oh, we're going to have WrestleMania over at a place and we invite everybody and we think, oh, okay, we're going to have like 10 to 15 people here. We buy 10 to 15 people worth of food and only like 6 people show up. And now there's all this extra food that we can't even like finish all the leftovers of. It's like too much, man.
This is how I know you've grown up because 10 years ago you would have never said that.
How so?
There would not have been leftovers.
Oh,
you would have made more of an effort.
Bro, that Ozempic, bro. Dude, if I'm buying food for 15 people and 6 people show up and 3 of the 6 can't eat anymore. Like, damn, like I don't even count as one. Portia doesn't even count as one. Us together are like a third or 3/4, like we don't even eat like normal people anymore. So yeah, like even that, like we're trying to throw a party, spend the money for the people to come over, maybe pitch in, buy the food, and not everybody shows up. And now there's like, it's not worth it, bro.
Secrets out of the bag.
Yeah.
Apparently you have Dropout app money. You don't have ESPN app money.
There you go.
Yeah.
Dropout's great.
I have no idea what the fuck Dropout is. Is it on the Poly site?
No. Dropout is basically what College Humor became. So
okay.
Yeah, you've seen the clips on like Facebook and stuff where like there's the one show called Make Some Noise where it's like basically improv. They'll give a prompt like,
I love that.
Yeah, that kind of thing, and they'll act it out or whatever. You've seen it. Yeah.
Good. So 2 pay-per-views in.
Right. Bro, are you okay, man? You're dying over here.
I've had, you know what?
Do you want to get you a fucking Zyrtec or something?
You have Zyrtec?
Yes.
I'll take one when we get out of here.
Okay.
I've had allergies for feels like over 2 months. And I've had Claritin, Sudafed, Benadryl. I'm like dying. Like not dying, but it's like it's annoying. Like the back of my throat tastes like burnt toast.
Ugh.
Like I'm waiting for like fucking codeine or like 93 grade fucking gasoline at this point. Like I'm ready to just like I started popping peppermints and then drinking cold water. To feel the burn in the back of my throat. Hopefully, I'm like I'm this close to just drinking 151 without blowing out the flame and just thank you.
Claritin. But no, I do have. Do you want a Claritin?
I'll take that too.
Okay,
okay. I'm an alchemist at this point.
Because I know I'm pretty sure there was a Zyrtec over there by my other old man pills in the kitchen. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, well, I don't need one. Well, fine. Fuck it. I'll take one.
The rest are going in my pocket.
Look at us. No, don't hang on. I'll take all of them.
Dang. Between the Claritin, the Blue Chew, the horny goat.
There we go. Oh no, that's Zicam. Oh, that's Zycam. Never mind.
What's that for?
This is cold remedy. Basically, it's zinc.
Hey, I'll take it. I'll take that too.
You know, maybe you do need that. Here,
give me a slice.
Local podcasters take drugs on camera.
Yeah, that's why I like my FedEx driver, because he's a drug dealer and he doesn't even know it. Why does this zinc pill smell like jalapenos? Jesus.
It doesn't smell like jalapenos.
It smells like whiteout. All right, so here's the part of the show that some of our diehard listeners have been waiting for.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly our people in our message group.
Right.
The match ends.
Mm-hmm.
What's the first thought that popped into your mind? Down the hatchet.
Oh boy. You're just supposed to let that one dissolve.
What's gonna dissolve here?
Okay.
Yeah. Won't be the worst thing I swallowed today.
Hey, I
accidentally swallowed my fucking mouthwash.
Oh God.
And then I was like, shit, maybe I should do more of this.
Oh no.
So at least my coughs will be minty fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Match is over. What you think?
I thought that it was momentous.
Momentous. I'm gonna need you to expound on that.
Yeah.
A little bit.
There was a lot of grandeur to the match that scratched a particular itch that wrestling does try to scratch every now and again, and sometimes they do and sometimes they don't, and it's kind of a nostalgia itch, but wrestling always scratches that, but they don't quite get it right exactly all the time. The nostalgia itch is it's like right here, right in the middle of your back, and you can sometimes get it, but sometimes you can't. You might need a friend, but maybe if you get it right there, like okay, cool, but like it's it's an itch that like if you get it just right, it's really good, but it's hard to get it, even though you try to get it yourself, and it might be enough, and I would say that it's not just a nostalgia thing, because it was a little bit more than nostalgia, because we were still seeing something important, and I felt the importance of it. But we were still like seeing something that was new, but not through the lens of it being new. Through the lens of it being basically a tribute of what both of these guys were and what their career was, and it really makes you have a little bit of awe and wonder at the fact, like, damn, this really is Cena's last run. Like, I've known here that this is Cena's last run, but this match made me know it here in my heart, right? Okay. Up until now, it hasn't hit me that, oh, Cena's done. Oh, AJ is done. Oh, and this is a beautiful moment. It was a good swan song for both of them. It was very momentous.
Okay.
That's where I was.
Okay. I thought the match was fun.
Okay.
2
3-letter words over here.
Yeah, I thought the match was fun. I thought the match was it was interesting because it wasn't what I was expecting.
It was not what you were expecting?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I think this match overall encapsulated the fumble of the year, which was John Cena's heel turn.
Ooh, child. Okay.
Because a lot of this stuff would have had a lot more impact if Cena was still a heel. Number one.
Okay.
Number two, you said that it encapsulated both the wrestlers, right?
Uh-huh.
When is AJ Styles' last match?
It's sometime this year, isn't it? Or next year? He said next year, right?
Next year.
Right.
So why is he doing all this stuff now?
I don't know.
I asked you before we watched this match if you had watched the match with Sami Zayn on SmackDown,
right?
Or Sami Zayn cut a pretty good promo. He wanted to, in John Cena's honor, he wanted to bring back the U.S. title open challenge, and he challenged Cena. And Cena did a lot of this stuff, not the same moves, but he did the same tribute type of thing.
Oh, yeah.
And having that knowledge in my head, watching the match the first time, if I had never seen it or if he had never done it, this match would have been a bit more momentous.
Okay.
You know? Having the knowledge that I've seen Sami Zayn, having the match that I've seen this, the knowledge that I've seen this. Are the last 4 matches of Cena's career, 3 matches are going to be another finisher fest?
I don't know. That is a good question. This should have been either the last or the second to last match if we were going to have this way. And I thought I was going to have 2 nits to pick, but the way that you brought this up, it actually lends itself to a third. May I?
Go for it.
Okay. Nit to pick number 1. And maybe you could fill in the gaps for me. But at WrestlePalooza, Cena just got demolished by Brock.
7 minutes.
And done over. And then Cena, whether it was fabricated, kayfabe or not, just ignored that, moved on, and having this match that was espoused to be a match that was created because of the fans were calling for it, AJ versus Cena. Whether that was kayfabe or not, whether that was planned or not, I don't know. But it almost ignored the huge loss with Brock. Now, it's a double-edged sword there, because the less Brock I see on my TV, the better. The less Brock I see on my fucking Facebook news feed, the better. But the continuity thing is the thing that kind of like sticks in my craw. So he just gets demolished by Brock. Brock goes away, and he just says, "Hey, I want AJ. Let's put on a banger with AJ." Like, what? How? Why? What about Brock? I mean, what? How did we? Yeah. That's so fucking herky jerky disjointed. Now you could say that that's more of a nit to pick on the build to the match, and not the match itself. So that leads me to my actual nits to pick about the match itself.
Okay.
So nit to pick number 2.
Or as the Australians call it, 2.
Right.
Yeah.
They are both at the point where I, as a wrestling fan, have the same opinion that I developed, that y'all gave me so much hate for, about Undertaker and about now Chris Jericho. Like, you got to retire when it's time. And if you're going to put on matches past your expiration date, I'm not going to expect a lot from you, because I get proven right that those matches are always going to be a half step at best slower than what you were. And AJ has always been known to be high flyer, high octane, fast paced. He wasn't all that fast paced. John Cena was always very impactful.
What's up, Medlin?
What's up? Yeah, it says Rob Medlin. Okay, cool. Yeah, the names are changing on here. I don't know how that happened. Anyway, what's up, Robert? So it was not quite the pace that I would like to have seen for a match of the year candidate. Is it forgivable for 2 guys in the twilight of their career to put on the pace of match that they did? Yes. So I'm not sitting here talking shit about, John Cena fucking sucks and AJ Styles sucks because they're no, I get it. Father Time makes fools of us all. You know, Father Time is undefeated. I get it. So I'm not like hating on these 2, but if I'm going to say, hey, a match is good or not good based on what happens in between the bells, it's a factor. Like they were going a little bit in slow motion in the beginning. So that's that one nit to pick that I could forgive. Nit to pick number 3 is, if I were the road agent that were putting this match together, Which, do we know who the road agent was for this one? Who the agent was? Okay, well, whoever the agent was, if I were the road agent putting this match together, I would not have had Cena and Styles both pull out their respective finishers successfully before the tribute finishers and moves and this and that. I would have had counters and teases of them trying to get into AAs, calf crushers, STFs, phenomenal forearms. I would have had them try to get into those moves and countered. And once they kept trying and countering and trying and countering, that's when they resolved themselves to doing the finishers of everybody else and not break out their own finishers until they're done with the tributes.
Does it wash itself out earlier in the match before the tributes where Cena tried doing the arm drag and AJ stopped on the ropes?
Right.
And then Cena tried to do that spinning slam before that You Can't See Me, and AJ stopped and kicked him because he had already more AJ than Cena. He had studied.
Right.
Because I've done this before.
That's great.
Yeah,
especially for two people that have had a storied rivalry, which is what this was trying to be, a storied rivalry match. Yeah, counter your guy's move. That makes them desperate towards the late going in the match, towards Act 3, to pull out the moves that they don't normally do to show that, well, fuck, if he's expecting me to do a fucking AA, if he's expecting me to do a 5-knuckle shuffle, if he's expecting me to do an SDF, well, you know what? Let me do an ankle lock. Let me do a choke slam. Let me do, all the other moves that he did. We saw a fucking Deadeye by AJ Styles, One move that I was kind of hoping that he would pull out was Petey Williams style Canadian Destroyer, which he didn't, but it's fine. I guess that's me just asking for too much as a wrestling fan.
There's plenty of time next year.
But there was fucking Angel's Wings, So cool. They did a good job of the moves that they were picking to do the tribute moves were great. I just wish that it wasn't sandwiched by their own finishers. I wish it was counters of finishers. Okay, I'm frustrated. Let me do stuff that they don't expect, that I've learned from Randy Orton, and I've learned from Christopher Daniels, and I learned from, The Miz, and from all the other people that we've wrestled in the past. Like, that would have been cool.
For all of the flash that was everyone else's finisher, there's still stuff that was missing. Cena's springboard stunner, Cena's code red, Cena's iron fist.
Yeah,
like Cena's repertoire itself in the year of the Lord 25 is no longer 5 moves of doom. He can do some stuff. So it kind of bummed me out that he kept doing other people's stuff when there's other stuff that he's done in the past in his career that he hasn't messed with.
Yeah.
And that's where I felt like, and then there's another issue, and I have to be transparent. I've said it several times on this podcast on AEW side, so I'm going to say the same thing with WWE side. If you're laughing at finishers and countouts and kickouts and stuff, if this is supposed to be a comedy match, okay, at least let me know it's a comedy match. Like there is no reason for commentary to be laughing during these kickouts or the finishers that they're doing. They're being surprised. Oh my God, it's such and such. Oh my God. Like this is supposed to be serious. That's why I felt like there's a big disconnect for me personally, because there's no stakes for this, and that's what goes back to they could have.
That goes back to the build.
That before the build, that goes back to the booking of Cena's last year, like a heel character. If he was still champion, y'all don't tell me when I retire. I'm the champ. You know what? None of y'all have beaten me. It's easy for me to just leave and have some leftover become a champion. I'm going to stay here until someone takes it from me. And that would have been perfect because Saudi the Rumble. I was going to retire at the end of this year, but wait, there's another 15 million for one night. Maybe I might stick around after I said I wouldn't. Right. But as a heel, I could get away with that.
Right. As a face,
as a face, where's the heel now in October, in September? Well, it was Brock, but that's a different. That goes back to who asked for Brock. Like, how did Brock just show up here?
Yeah.
And even Brock's promos, he didn't mention this specifically. Where is the fucking heel saying, "Hey, I'm gonna take the satisfaction not just away from you, Cena, but from every single person watching this television. You're not making it to November. you're not making it to December, I'm going to murder your ass. And you can visit me in prison because I'm making sure that you're not making it to December in your hometown or your last match.
Which could have been Brock. I would have believed that from Brock.
But that wasn't the story that was built.
It wasn't.
There
was no story with Brock.
No.
There was no
just,
story with
I'll
AJ.
See you at WrestlePalooza.
Yeah.
With AJ, they tried.
Right.
But we haven't watched. I've seen the clips on YouTube. Like, we don't need the build. The AJ cut that promo last week. The build is in our career. Match of the year candidate in 2017 Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Match of the year candidate, and I think winner, one of these two, the Royal Rumble 2019 in San Antonio. So for anyone back there watching us or listening to us that thinks this match should deserve match of the year candidacy, in my opinion, needs to go back and watch those two matches that were on our list, then watch this again and tell me if they're the same caliber. They aren't.
Right. And again, I'm going back to my one word, momentous. Those were my nits to pick, and we kind of just shit all over the match, right? But I would like to say some good stuff about the match because this match wasn't bad. This match was very, very good to excellent, somewhere in between. I would say, yes, I would say that.
Okay.
Not perfect, which when we're looking at matches of the year, we're looking for excellent to perfect, right?
Yeah.
But anyways, so I guess it's kind of tipping my hand a little bit. When
whoever you are, welcome.
It was a good match, but not compared to those two. Yeah, you're right.
Gramos Novo, Texas.
All right. Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
Okay. The match was again momentous because I did get those good vibes and good feelings of I'm watching potentially history. I am moving from Cena's retirement being in my head to it being in my heart. I'm also flirting with the idea of moving the idea of AJ Styles' retirement being in my head into my heart. Oh shit, this is probably their swan song for their career. Yeah, we got a few more dates after, but this might be the last of this kind of match. Okay, cool. I'm okay with it. So yes, it was momentous for that. But also in the middle of it, the thing that I had seen all over fucking Facebook and all that kind of stuff was the Bray tribute, which we've said this before for over a decade. Whenever one of us watches a match that's really good and the other one of us doesn't, and we say, hey man, you gotta watch this match. This match was fucking good, dude. You won't believe it. And then what happens? The other guy, oh, really? This match? Okay. Hey, let me clean my eyes, clean my glasses, and I'm gonna take a fucking fine-tooth comb and we're gonna really dissect this match because this idiot said it was really good. So we're gonna see. Right?
And for once, it wasn't me.
And I try to be aware of that bias as well. I definitely tried to be aware of that and try to enjoy it in the moment because it wasn't just you and it wasn't just like our other wrestling friends and it wasn't just the HWR crew that ruined it for me. It was also WWE because, of course, they posted the Bray thing over and over and over. So I saw the Bray tribute and the Bray tribute was touching. That also added to the gravitas of everything. That added to the moment. That added to the heartstrings. That added so much. And I turned to you and Portia as we were watching this match, and I said, "This is a moment of the year. Yeah. If this isn't a match of the year or match of the year candidate, I get it. But in January, when we're going over our best of 2025, I'm saying right now, the Bray tribute is a moment of the year contender, if not the front runner for moment of the year. That tribute right there. That tribute was fucking great. And the rest of the match with the other finisher tributes were fucking great. The match itself outside of the tributes, it was all right. It was good. Very good. Maybe even excellent, but not. It's not dethroning our current match of the year candidate for WWE, Rhea and Io. I think Rhea and Io is better.
Yeah. We never settled. I don't think we ever settled on which of the. wild card from AEW. There's 2 AEW matches from the same show.
This is one of your guys.
Yeah, I'm trying to like go into my memory bank. It's been a minute.
Okay.
It doesn't dethrone Ospreay and Fletcher, and it doesn't dethrone the Hollywood ending of Tony Storm and Mariah May for me. It doesn't.
I agree.
It doesn't.
I don't think it dethrones any one of those matches.
No. I don't even think it dethroned Omega and Kid from Wrestle Kingdom, from Wrestle Dynasty. I don't think it does. It's touching.
It's touching.
There's no middle. The 3 snapmares into the flying forearms, and then Cena doing the 5-knuckle shuffle, and then the attitude adjustment, and now we're already doing finishers.
Mm-hmm.
That was less than 5 minutes. So Lesnar hits you with 7 F5s and you lose, but AJ Styles hits you with 9 different finishers from 9 different people and you don't lose.
Yeah.
And again, all the other stuff would have carried more weight if I hadn't already seen it with Sammy. Because they were already doing the stuff with Sammy.
I can see that.
And now I'm already thinking, all right, what other tributes that he hasn't done yet that he's going to squeeze into the last 2 or 3 matches? And then the crowd started dictating it, chanting for 619 because they even knew. I liked it. I like that part. Yeah.
I have to admit, I like that part.
I don't know.
A lot of wrestling is calling it in the ring and doing improv. A lot of and they were able to show off a little bit of the improv skills with that. Now he didn't successfully pull it off. He got intercepted by Styles, but still. So I don't have a problem with that.
Okay. It was fun. It was good.
It was very fun. So
yeah.
I know Hector and Arnold both said match of the year candidate.
Mm-hmm.
I think I already know what you think because you said it as much in our group chat. You said, nah. I wanted to have an open mind and I wanted to argue with you because I always want to argue with you. Because that's what makes
I keep coming back.
That's what makes this show fun. I want to argue with you, but I can't. I can't argue with you on this one. I want to be able to put our thumbs in the middle and decide are we going to go up or down, but I feel like this match isn't even worthy enough to do the thumbs are up or down.
I agree
It's
completely.
like, it's just down. Like, no, this isn't a match of the year.
And you feel free to call me out if I'm wrong. But I said, and again, full transparency, Arnold, I said to Abel, I bet the thing that's making Arnold want to make this a match of the year was the Bray spot.
And that's fair. Because
I've seen a dozen different clips of a dozen different wrestling podcast streamers either about to cry or cry.
Right. Fucking Portia cried like 5 different times every time she fucking saw it.
Yeah.
You know?
Moment of the year, I agree. It's up there.
Yeah.
Match? No, I don't even think it skims the surface. I'll say it's not the worst match of Cena's run this year.
Oh, definitely not.
No. But I've seen Styles has wrestled faster with Dominic than he has with Cena.
Yeah.
He's wrestled faster with a couple other guys. And I feel like we got to take care of Cena because he's only got 4 matches left, and then he's got a movie career he's doing, and he's doing television shows and all this other stuff. I don't want to be the guy that fucked this up. So I get why you're trying to not do the hardcore crazy stuff with him. But at the same time, here's the example that I would give in my defense. Early on, I think even before I started jumping into this podcast, I've seen some Okada Tanahashi matches.
Okay.
Holy shit balls. Then I saw Okada and Tanahashi live in Dallas.
Drizzling shits.
No.
Oh, okay.
But it wasn't fucking Steve Austin Rocket Mania 17. It wasn't Okada Tanahashi from Wrestle Kingdom 8. It was 8 years removed. They already strong style is set in, and it wasn't what it was gonna be, and it wasn't. I appreciate it for what it was, just like I appreciate Cena and Styles' match last week for what it was. But for me to just say, because I saw it and I'm sentimental because I finally got to see it in person, I'm going to just buy. I can't. I can't.
It's interesting that you bring up those matches to compare to with this because I was drawing parallels and comparisons to Omega Okada. And the Omega Okada comparison is once they were on, like I want to say match 3. Hell, it may even been as early as match 2. They were doing the same type of thing where it was, and that I was even suggesting that they should have done, which is they've learned each other, they studied each other, they were countering each other, so they had to improvise by pulling out other moves from other opponents that they've learned from.
That was definitely the third match.
Was it? That's what they needed to do here. See, and the reason why that match worked so well was because the one-winged angel was something that Omega was trying to pull off the entire fucking match, and he couldn't. He every time he tried to get him up, counter. Got him up there, bam, 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 fell out. Counter into a different. So, okay, well, then I'm going to do the Styles Clash. I'm going to do this other move and this and that. And Okada, same thing. Whenever he tried to do the Rainmaker, countered out of it. Tried to do a V-trigger. Nope, counter to that counter. So it's like the move with your signature moves and your finishers, no. So you gotta go further into the hat to pull out different kind of tricks.
Yeah.
And that's where the tributes came in. And that's where that's where I think they should have modeled it more after. And they didn't do that because they did actually pull off their own finishers at the beginning.
And it's weird because that's the other part I think that's missing for the disconnect for me. Omega and Okada. Omega couldn't get the one-wing angel, so he hit Okada with the Styles Clash. Why the Styles Clash? Because Styles beat Okada with the Styles Clash for the title.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so he couldn't beat him with the Styles Clash. Oh, let me try the fucking what was Ospreay's finisher before it was the Stormbreaker?
Hidden Blade?
No, before that.
Oh.
But he did it on Okada because Ospreay beat Okada with that move. The moves that Cena hit AJ never had the rivalry with those wrestlers for those moves to mean as much.
Yeah, see the moves that
there's no rivalry with AJ and the Miz that we talk about for Cena to hit AJ with skull crushing finale. AJ's never had the rivalry with Rusev for Cena's accolade to mean something against AJ. Hell, Cena had never had the rivalry with Samoa Joe for AJ to hit him with the Coquina Clutch. If anything, Styles should have been hitting Cena with the pedigree, the tombstone, the stomp. Stuff that has beaten Cena before.
Coup de grace.
But that didn't happen. That's where there's a difference between storytelling and the commentary telling the story of, oh my God, that's the move that beat Cena for the title at WrestleMania 25, or WrestleMania 8, or WrestleMania 32, or this is the move that beat Cena at such and such. That would have been the focus on Cena.
Yeah.
And then
how many times has he lost to the RKO? Cena was doing the RKO on Styles.
Styles should have been doing the RKO on him.
Okay.
You see what I mean?
I could buy that. I see both sides of the coin, though.
Yeah.
I like your argument, but
it's fun if it's a live action version of WWE 2K, which they admitted on commentary that you could do this in WWE 2K25. You know?
I see your perspective. I see your perspective. I still think that there is enough room in that perspective for it to be flipped, where instead of using the finishers that I know you lost against, using the finishers I know I've lost to. So if it's enough to take me out, maybe it's enough to take you out. So I could see both sides of that coin, but it would be more lore enriching to be it your way instead of the way that they did it. But okay. All right. Is there anything else to say about this match?
No.
Okay.
No,
Jesus. I'm sorry, Hector, and I'm sorry, Arnold, for shitting all over your
I'm going to try to bring this back.
Because I did like the match, again.
And to be fair, tonight was the second time I saw it, and I was able to watch it as a fan and not a scrutinizing loudmouth.
Right.
And I enjoyed it more the second time.
Oh, that's good.
I did, very much so. I harped on this earlier, that this would have meant more if the stuff with Cena versus Zayn hadn't happened.
Right.
With that being said, I don't know how far back we go in the conversation, I know why Arnold would say no, but I would put up an argument to put Cena versus Sami Zayn on a match of the year list.
What?
The promo, Sami getting booed because he interrupted Cena, Sami winning the crowd back by doing the open challenge in Cena's name. Oh, by the way, the first challenge in this the first challenger in this open challenge, I would like for it to be you. The match was fucking fire, dude. 2 commercial breaks, and there was at least 2 moments where I'm like, damn, Zayn, look at this. There's at least 2 moments where I'm like, damn, Zayn might actually get over, which in a retirement tour, you want to get the next generation over.
That's true.
And
so
Cena
why are you losing to Brock but beating Sami?
Technically, the reason why Arnold would say no, the match never finished because Lesnar interfered.
Okay.
But up to that point, fuck me in the ass, bro. God damn, with a spit back. That thing was fucking awesome.
Okay.
I sat through the commercials watching this live to keep watching it.
Okay.
I can't remember the last time anything on WWE television made me sit through the Arby's steak nuggets, ISIS recruiting ads, and Hot Pockets to watch that twice. Yeah. 2 commercial breaks. Mm-hmm. That match was really good.
Okay.
But would it dethrone any of the other 3 matches? Maybe not. But it's a better boxer's chance than this match was with fucking AJ.
Styles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh man.
All right, where do we go from here?
We're staying with WWE because not a lot happened since then, but the big thing that's happened. Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Oh shit.
You think Seth's really hurt this time? 3, 2, 1.
I think so.
Yeah, man.
The booking doesn't lend itself to be another swervy swerve. The first time you could have suspected, but not really suspected, but it was a good swerve because it made sense. This one, it doesn't seem like it's a swerve. Like, you went through all of the trouble to have the architect be the architect and do all this and that and basically create the vision through this fake injury that wasn't really an injury. And now you're going to do it again. This, like, not even 2 months. Not even 2 months, right?
Not even 2 months.
I don't know. It feels like WWE was like, oh shit, he's on the shelf. What do we do? I don't know. Fuck. I have them turn on him just to write him out. What?
He's a shitty architect, man. It's almost like he built a fence in Mexico. It's like, hey, this is impregnable. Ignore the ladders and the rope.
And the tunnels.
Yeah, and the tunnels. Yeah. Fuck, man. It feels like the guy snake bit.
A little bit.
Like, again, he's with the title, and again, he's hurt. And I think it's lazy that they're putting Punk as number 1 contender again. Like,
okay. I
understand you can milk this because we're building up to War Games. You don't necessarily have to defend the title at War Games, especially if you guys are part of the 5-on-5. And then you have Saturday night's main event, but those matches, man, the next big pay-per-view is going to be Royal Rumble in Saudi. Right. You would think if there's Saudi people or the royal family that are into wrestling enough to be cognizant of how pro wrestling works, for one of them to say, Allah, I want the next champ to be crowned at my show. It's been done before. Let's have a 30-man battle Royal Rumble, and the winner is the new world heavyweight champion. I want it in my show, in my country, in my people, for my season. Mm-hmm. So they have time to figure something out if Rollins is gone 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, 12 months.
Yeah. Fucking Fred Van Vleeting it.
But damn, it sucks, man. And it's again, talk shit about it in AEW, talk shit about it in WWE. What right do these guys have to pull out moves that they've never done before that are untested when they're not necessary.
What? So what are you referring?
The coast to coast headbutt where Seth landed awkward. You didn't watch this match.
I didn't watch it.
To you. Coast to coast flying headbutt. Seth Rollins goes like sideways ish, and he lands on the arm that he fucked up.
Is that what?
Apparently that's what it was.
Okay.
Because he mentioned it on his promo the next night, where I beat Cody Rhodes with one arm. I didn't need anyone. So that at some point he fucked up that arm. I didn't get to watch the match. My time was spoken for a lot of this last week. That's why I mentioned the chat. Verify with me. The one match I need to watch is AJ Cena. That's the match I'm going to watch.
Yeah.
And not knowing what happened afterwards, because the paper was on Saturday and then what happened on Monday. But that's another thing that's kind of rubbing me the wrong way is why can't we just have guys say, like Finn came out, cut the promo, dislocated my shoulder, I'm out for 6 or 7 months. Now in wrestling, we have to write them off of television.
Yeah. And the other thing too, okay.
What happened? Yes. You know how the show ended, right?
No.
On Monday?
No.
No?
What happened?
Stare at the camera while I tell you.
Okay. Let me take off my hat. All right. What happened?
They beat the shit out of CM Punk. He won the triple threat match. He's the new number 1 contender.
Okay.
They empty the ring. They show the credits. We're about to go home. Braun Breaker speared Seth Rollins.
Oh, I do know about this. I didn't realize that this was the end of the show.
Yes, this was the end of the show.
Okay, yeah.
And
they kicked him out of the division.
Basically.
Yeah. No, I knew that. I'm sorry. I just didn't realize that was the end of the show.
Yeah, that was the end of the show.
Okay. Yeah. That goes back to why I was referencing why it didn't feel like a real or why it felt like a real injury, not a kayfabe injury. Because that right off doesn't make sense, and I don't see that as being a setup for a swerve. Like, how do you pull that off as a swerve? If he's already like, well, I'm injured, but you're gonna get speared by your own guy. How is that a swerve? How are you gonna play that off once you come back? See, I got you by getting yourself speared by your own goon when you didn't need to, when we knew that you were injured. So all you did was say that you were injured anyway, so you could just rode off into the sunset without getting speared by your own goon. It seems like kayfabe-wise, Heyman was really the one pulling the strings, and Heyman just straight up said, "Hey, get rid of the dead weight, kid," and that's it. Like it seems like there's Occam's razor here as far as the kayfabe, as far as the kayfabe goes. The kayfabe Occam's razor is. The easiest explanation is the one that's true. And the easiest explanation is Heyman said he's done.
That's not even the easiest explanation.
Okay.
Let me give you the easiest explanation.
Please.
I, Seth Rollins, created the vision. Unfortunate for me, but fortunate for the vision, we have to go forward in time a bit. So my failure is going to be Bronson's success, or it's going to be Braun's success. And I'm still going to be behind you every week watching one of you be the vision that I saw. And you don't have to turn Seth heel. The whole point of the vision is that they're the fucking future. The future's now. I don't have a belt. I want one of you to have it. I'm not going to pick. Put both of y'all in an elimination chamber, or both of y'all start 1 and 2 in the Royal Rumble and see how y'all fucking do.
Like a legacy? Like evolution, right? The veteran with the new kids to show them the fucking ropes. And one of them, or both, are going to be the next guy.
Yeah.
Right? Ted DiBiase Jr., not so much.
Cody Imagine Rhodes? If fucking Bronson wins the Rumble, but Breaker's the last one eliminated, and Breaker goes after Cody. And they both get the belts at Mania. And there's Seth's vision.
Yeah.
Both of them as fucking champions.
All the more reason why you don't need to have written Seth off either. Like, okay, Seth can be injured, but still be the fucking puppet master of the vision. We don't see that anymore, where somebody gets injured, but they're still involved in storylines.
And Seth is still in charge. He's still there every week.
Right.
And we never got the question answered. Hey, Paul, why did you introduce Roman Reigns? Why did you introduce Brock Lesnar at WrestlePalooza? I thought you were done with him. Are you Team Vision or are you still lusting for Brock?
Yeah.
Because if you're still lusting for Brock, I got two monsters that'll knock him out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seth's still on TV every week.
Right.
Still a reasonable character. We failed. So a lot of people, it's easy to forget this. You remember the tipping point where Austin 316 became the shit?
Yeah, it had to do with Vince, and Vince was like in a wheelchair there for a long while.
But when was this? This was
2002, 2001, 99?
No.
When? Okay.
This was after Owen dumped him on his fucking head. And he was still on WWE TV every week, cutting promos, talking shit, stunning Lawler, stunning Ross, stunning Gorilla Monsoon. And then at Madison Square Garden, he stunned Vince McMahon. And there we went.
Yeah.
Not wrestling a single match.
Yeah.
And him being present on television every week in a cohesive storyline that made sense and continued to grow, put him over the edge. You're telling me we just missed Seth Rollins. Now he's gone again. You don't want him back. You don't want to see him every week?
Yeah.
Arnold, your boy. You don't want to see Seth freaking Rollins every week on your TV again? He's gone. Why not? Why?
But before you brought up those examples, I was actually gonna say, this is going in the Wayback Machine here. Didn't Perfect do that? Remember Perfect?
Yeah.
Remember when Mr. Perfect was injured for forever? What was he? He was a valet for Ric Flair. Flair, the older guy. Yeah. The guy who was the more veteran of the two.
Yeah.
But he wound up going out for Flair, wearing the fucking bedazzled, it said Perfect on the back of his fucking blazer and everything, throwing the talent stuff to Perfect or to Flair and helping Flair out. Like, just because you're injured doesn't mean that you can't be on TV and doesn't mean that you can't further the storyline.
Flair wins the undisputed title at the Rumble with a tear in his eye. And who's behind him with a smile clapping?
Mr. Perfect!
Still in the main storyline of the company at that time.
Yeah.
And he's still there.
Yeah.
Travis would be proud of you, by the way.
Thank you.
Very.
Yeah,
I'll make sure he watches this clip.
So it doesn't always have to be the older guy guiding the younger guy to make sure that he's still on TV, right?
Yeah.
Although it can work, right? Like you can, especially if you have the charisma of Seth freaking Rollins
or the wardrobe.
Seth Rollins, yeah, right, for sure. Seth Rollins is great in the ring, but he's an even better character. So why deprive the masses of the fans of WWE a character that is fucking compelling just because he's got a broken wing?
And the worst part, again, the continuity.
Yeah.
Seth got speared. Seth got tsunami'd. Why didn't Bronson Reed steal his shoes? You seen them shoes?
Okay.
Bronson, to make it up, Bronson needs to come out next week with every other pair of Rollins' flashy ass shoes. Every week, it's shit. That's another pair of Rollins' shoes. He wore those at Mania 29.
The big Super Mario ones,
the big boots, the red boots. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Bring that back. Yeah. Bring some of that continuity back.
Yeah. All right.
Oh god. I believe that's it for WWE for now.
Okay.
So now that we've talked about WWE, let's go to the other side.
Okay.
Before we break down this AEW, they've got some shit going on too.
Okay.
Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Oh shit! Am I gonna know about this one?
Do you want to see Kota Ibushi return at 45 years of age from another injury? 1, 2, 3.
No.
They replayed that injury to fucking death on Dynamite last week. He broke his femur.
They did.
Yeah, so he's out at least a year. Doctors telling him 2 years to stay out of action.
No, he's unfortunately, if I'm going to say it about Undertaker, if I'm going to say it about AJ, if I'm going to say it about Cena, if I'm going to say it about Rey Mysterio, if I'm going to say it about like Jericho, I got to say it about Ibushi. I don't think I want to see a Ibushi at half speed come back. It's not worth it.
Yeah. I feel bad for him. More than half of his AEW contract, he's been on injured reserve.
Yeah.
And then that's going to be extended into the next year, at least, of him being on injured reserve on AEW's dime.
Yeah.
There's, man.
I mean, hell, I even want to add Okada to that list of like folks I don't want to see wrestle anymore because they're not what they used to be.
I've talked a lot of shit about Mercedes Moné being a retread of her character in WWE.
Okay.
This has been the biggest waste of money. Kota
Ibushi?
He is a bill of goods that I don't think ever delivered in AEW.
Fair.
No.
That's fair. Yes.
This is an example of he should have stayed in New Japan.
He is a bill of goods that never delivered, but we have a bill of goods that can deliver that you're not using in Claudio. Claudio is being wasted as second, third, fourth fiddle in the Death Riders.
You were watching AEW as I got here. Did you watch Claudio and fucking Roddy?
Yeah.
God damn.
That was a good fucking match.
Another example.
For nothing.
And here's the other thing.
It was a good match for nothing.
And here's the other thing that I'm going to sprinkle over all of wrestling right now that's on television.
You can say the same thing about Rusev and / Miro as well. For nothing. He was wasted in AEW.
Bring back 1 count, and goddamn, the reaction of that audience if they would have gone to a 20-minute draw. Roddy and Claudio, a 20-minute draw.
Okay.
You mean to tell me you don't want more?
Yeah. Why they've never shined a spotlight on Claudio himself, a singles run, and why he just gotten stuck wallowing in the layers of the Death Riders is beyond me. Like, this is a main event guy that left WWE to pursue main event status, and he's a lackey.
I said this 5 years ago. Raise your hand if you
5 years ago.
If you wanted to see Claudio arrive in AEW and be a hardcore wrestler with a faction. They it's like WWE in the 80s. AEW is loaded with an embarrassment of riches of at least 24 wrestlers that could be their AEW world champion right now. Mm-hmm. And the fact that they've stayed so long with some of the guys that they had, oof.
24?
Oh, yeah.
24 wrestlers could be the main event in AEW? 24.
Yeah. You want me to start knocking some out?
Knock some out.
Okay.
Here we go.
Let's start from the top.
All right.
And I'm just... From
All
this,
right.
Omega.
1.
Okada.
2.
Moxley.
3,
Hangman.
4.
Claudio.
5.
Keith Lee.
6.
You can make a case for Darby.
7.
Samoa Joe.
8.
You could make a case for Powerhouse.
9.
This is out there, but from coming back from the injury that he did, even if it was for a couple of months, fucking Katsuyori Shibata.
10.
MJF.
11.
If you want to play that fucking card, if you want to piss off a lot of white people, Mystico.
Yeah,
Takeshita.
13.
Fletcher.
14. The one we were just talking about, Claudio.
Did I say Claudio already?
No.
Claudio.
15.
Here's one that y'all might have forgot. What the fuck? We wanted Kyle O'Reilly to be the next big thing in NXT.
16.
Kyle O'Reilly.
17.
He
could have been.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Sadly, but still, Adam Cole.
18. Miro. 19.
Chris Jericho.
20.
Cody Rhodes.
21.
We forget about Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Malachi Black.
22.
We
are reaching into some of the people that have already left.
But they left WWE.
Andrade.
You can
23.
You can argue that. Yeah.
23.
Oh God.
Come on, you're almost there.
Oh.
Are we naming all the Don Callis family members?
No. You know what? Here's another one. If you were in attendance watching Cody Rhodes versus Dustin Rhodes in the first Double or Nothing, you could make a story for Dustin Rhodes.
24.
You could make a story, believably cohesive storyline for Dustin Rhodes.
These were all people with raw potential that could have been, at some point, AEW's main draw.
Christian, 25.
25.
Edge, 26.
If you disagree with a couple others, there's some more to throw on top. Okay, we got up to two dozen and then some.
If you wanted to split them up, Matt and Jeff, former world champs, both of them.
I thought you were going to say Matt and Nick.
Oh, no. No. Again, a cohesive story. Mark Briscoe could be a fucking champion.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Pac?
You'd have to twist my arms.
Okay.
Both of them.
Okay.
Pac would. Pretty fast. But again, there's at least 24 talents before AEW became AEW that came from other promotions that had enough clout that if you would make a story cohesive enough, the diehard wrestling fan would buy them as a world champion, even if it was just for a couple of months.
Okay.
Yet, who wants to see Joe in a fucking 3-man team?
Did we mention Samoa Joe?
I did.
Okay.
Who wants to see Samoa Joe in a 3-man team? Who wants to see Claudio in a 3-man
Ricochet.
team?
Could Ricochet feasibly be main event caliber?
Lashley?
Oh.
If you want to do my idea, Lashley be the muscle for fucking Shelton Benjamin. If you have Wardlow be the muscle for MJF, fuck Wardlow! There's so much talent that if you had the right story, you could have one world champion instead of 5 mid-card champions that if you don't have enough ginkgo biloba in your brain, you might not know what all the belts are. Sidebar, if you think Mercedes Moné is the women's wrestler of the year, tell me all 10 of the titles that she's currently wearing.
I can't.
Thank you. I wasn't calling you up specifically.
No,
but
I know.
There's a lot of chatter out there.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, AEW, they have a pay-per-view again this Saturday.
Okay. Yeah.
WrestleDream.
And see, okay, I'm sorry. To top off that point, if everybody's the main event, nobody's the main event. And I think that may have been a problem with AEW.
Yeah.
Not the problem. There's several problems with AEW, but that's a problem with AEW. Sorry. Continue.
Sadly, those 25 or 26 people before Tony Khan did, I could have cut half of that and made a solid main event scene and one mid-card title scene.
Yeah, okay. If we're fantasy booking macro level AEW stuff, we could have taken half of them, stuck them in Ring of Honor.
No, Ring of Honor's dead. That's more belts, more.
But But the reason why Ring of Honor is dead is because Ring of Honor is dead. Instead of having Dynamite and Collision, you could have had AEW and Ring of Honor. Yeah. Right? That could have been the 2 world title pictures, your Ring of Honor world champion and your AEW world champion. Have half the brand split that way instead of Collision, and because that didn't even work. It was still AEW and it was Collision and Dynamite. Well, one is CM Punk show. What? And then CM Punk went away. What? Yeah. Who cares? Right? So, but you bought Ring of Honor to let everybody in Ring of Honor fucking wallow in nothingness.
Yeah.
And that hurts me to say because one of our dear friends is wallowing in Ring of Honor, that being Masay, you know? Because
And
Manny. You could give both of them a shot at being like fucking big fucking shit in Ring of Honor, but it doesn't amount to a fucking hill of beans if nobody watches Ring of Honor.
Let me replace Ring of Honor with Collision because they're doing what Mass Caster used to do. They're challenging trios guys and they're getting their asses whooped every week.
Okay.
So, yeah. AEW has a pay-per-view this week.
Manny Massey and
Johnny TV.
Well, yes, but I was gonna say and Caster. That'd be an interesting team. No,
they're trying to make Acclaim the thing again, even though they're both reluctant to it. And it's kind of funny, but man, you should have never broke them up.
Not Caster. I'm sorry, Bowens. That's what I meant. Bowens and them would probably be a good team. But they're doing great stuff with fucking Johnny TV too. So like, but nobody sees it. They're shitting in the forest and no one is there to sniff it.
TNA has a higher rating on Wednesdays than fucking Collision does.
Oh, why are we previewing and covering AEW and not TNA? TNA just had Bound for Glory.
Yeah.
Right?
The match that there's two matches I haven't had a chance to see that I wanted to was Santana finally winning the title off of Trick Williams.
Yeah.
Awesome Bound for Glory moment. I kind of saw it coming from a mile away. Not mad at it. And fucking Leon Slater and Javon Evans for the X Division title.
Was that good?
I want to watch it. The clips I've seen, man, that shit was good.
I thought I saw somebody in our group chat complaining about it. Was it Hector? Was it Arnold? Somebody was like, I don't care. Or maybe it was like Aaron or Foreman or something. I don't know. Somebody was saying something about that match. It's like, okay, they were poo-pooing that match.
Give me a match that you want to see this that you would see this Saturday if Means wasn't a problem.
Storm and Stat.
Give him a number.
8. And that's 10. You're out of 10. So I loved that promo that they were doing where they were like menacingly taking off their clothes like they were gonna wrestle, and then fucking Renee just starts taking off her clothes too. It's like, no, this is an interview. Hilarious.
Was that when they were in their seats?
Yes.
Last week they had a backstage promo where they were going back and forth and they're bumping each other, and Statlander's taking off, and Tony does the same thing where she had a button top shirt, she breaks it open, just starts flashing around like, yeah, let's go. And then fucking I think it was last night where they were arguing at each other backstage, and I was like, I know the match is Saturday, but I'm gonna see you in the ring right now. And they both leave.
And they go to the ring.
Leave. Tony's first, and the Statlander's right behind him. They both get in the ring. They both take their clothes off. They both circle each other, and then they start. The promo before where they're both laying in the mat next to each other, not side by side, but like this, and their heads are right here, and they're just talking to each other, almost like pillow talk.
Yeah.
It is the most erotic build to a fucking match. I have not seen an erotic build to a wrestling match since Velveteen and Alistair. I am at a fucking 10. Broke Porsche.
Not just your rating, but also the parao.
Yeah. Man, 2 of them. What the fuck? Yeah. Statlander has to win this because she just won the title.
Okay. You don't think they're going to hot potato it?
I would like for them to have a rivalry. What's the last rivalry in AEW?
I don't know. I have been watching
MJF.
Okay.
But there's not a lot of them.
Also, Stat is an alien again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've got Stat winning.
Sexy alien. You got Stat winning?
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to see Tony win. That way they could just hot potato it and make more of a rivalry out of it and give us more excuses to have this keep on going and that there be more shenanigans and ridiculousness. I know usually that's not the case. Usually we don't want to hot potato titles and we don't want the matches to overstay their welcome with like
there's a lot of that on here.
2, 3, 4, 5 different times that they face off. But this one, I don't know. I don't mind it.
There's a lot of that on this card.
Okay.
So one that I'm going to throw at you to follow your lead.
Good, because you're going to have to start throwing matches at me because I think I only know of one other match that's actually happening.
Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe 5. This is the 5th match for the TNT title.
6. I haven't watched it. Any of the other 4?
Yeah, you have. It was a Collision. You wanted to make a match of the year because you were there live. Oh my God, Briscoe and Fletcher. Oh my God. You're
right. Was that like
Kiko Biloba up here, baby.
Their first or their second match?
Their second one.
Okay, so it wasn't part of this rivalry, so to speak,
They're,
but
well,
it was budding.
They're calling
it budding.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a budding. Yeah, you're right. Fuck.
I'm at a 9 for this because of that.
Okay. All right.
They've had bangers. This one's wearing out the welcome. If you at this point with Mark Briscoe, you either give him a title or get off the fucking pot.
Okay.
And I still have Fletcher winning.
Yeah. Fletcher's winning.
Fletcher's winning.
Fletcher's winning.
Give me the other match that you remember.
Darby versus Moxley.
An I Quit match.
Yeah.
You saw the promo.
I saw the promo. I don't know if I loved it or hated it. I'll tell you why I hated it, and then I'll tell you why I loved it.
Go for it.
I hated it because why were they in jail and talking to each other through the jail window thingy? Huh? Who let them into a jail to cut a promo?
The promo was, I don't think it was a jail per se, but the idea of the promo was for them to cut a promo was something between them so they would keep their hands off of each other.
Right. So where did they find an abandoned jail for this to happen?
In Kansas City.
Right. Like, what the premise was like really like.
I thought it was a ticket box office at first, but it was so enclosed on both sides.
You're leading to my why I loved it part. So I hated it because of that. Like, this doesn't make sense. How? I don't think I could suspend disbelief for this to be a thing. Who let them in this building? Did they break into this building? How did that? Okay, and if it's for the purposes of keeping them separated, cool. That makes sense.
Then they started talking.
No. But at the end, after they started talking, fucking Pac showed up and fucking put the shit out of him.
Yeah, that's the part that
negating the whole reason.
Everything.
The whole premise, which was a flimsy fucking premise to begin with.
Everything.
Negated the whole thing. So that's why I hated it. But why I loved it, it was theatrical. It felt like, okay, if we're going to come up with a clever thing for them to actually have a sit-down conversation intellectually and not come to fisticuffs to say, here is what I really think about you and here's what I like. I would join the Death Riders, but I can't because of you, because of what you did to Daniel Bryan. Like, we're getting real? We're getting vulnerable?
Yeah.
Oh, this is some storytelling you don't see in the ring on a contract signing, because on a contract signing, you start doing shit like
Someone goes through a table.
Bam, boot through a table, chaos and whatever, and it always breaks down into the actual violence of it all. But wrestling has that problem. How do we keep the anticipation for the violence there with having guys still look tough? Because if you have a guy look tough and say something tough, the other guy needs to respond. But if they don't respond, now they don't look tough. So you got to put some sort of restraint. Well, what's the restraint? A plexiglass fucking room with a window that they're talking through where you know they can't touch each other. So then they could get real and vulnerable and tell a story and like, oh, it was perfect.
And watching Darby cut his half of the promo off of the reflection as opposed to the camera on the other side. They should have just left it like that.
It was fucking
should have
art.
Just been,
It was art. It was a TV show.
And then
until Pac fucked it up.
And even then there was a morsel because while Pac is beating him up, Moxley turns to the side and you see this camera angle. Instead of having that angle when Pac jumped him, he should have had that angle when he said, I would have been in the Death Riders if you hadn't done what you did to Danielson. And just have Moxley cock his head and just do just like this for a couple seconds and be like, there might be repercussions to my actions. Because deep down, Moxley might have wanted Darby. And the fact that he can't get Darby gets to him. Because he wants a guy like Darby that won't quit. Because Moxley made it clear. I'm not going to quit. I know damn well. I know that you don't have it in you to say I quit. You know damn well I'm not going to say I quit. So here's the impact. Here's the impact.
He asked, how's it going to end?
We found out how it's going to end. Pac's going to beat him up.
Apparently. So it took a lot for me to get into the thing to suspend my disbelief, and then once I was on board,
they pulled it out of you.
Completely out.
They pulled it out
with Pac.
Yeah.
But that moment that you said where he turned to the side and you just saw his profile and you saw a twinge of like regret almost or like humanity bubbling up within Mox, it felt very
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
I don't know, but it felt very mobster movie-y,
Yeah.
where the Don knows that this is a shitty thing to do, but I have to do it for the family. So it's like, I just gotta swallow this emotion and just kind of look over and see your dirty work being handled. Yeah. Which, like, while I don't like the fact that Pac did that because it took me out of the thing, that cinema of the reaction of Mox was excellent. So I don't know if I love this or if I hated this.
For context.
So torn.
For context, one of my favorite movies. Forgetting Sarah Marshall, where they're both out on the surfboards. And the guy tells the rock star, you know I'm supposed to hate your fucking guts, but goddamn, you're cool. I see what she sees in you.
Yeah.
That's the thing I got out of that.
Okay.
And I've spent the early part of the episode dodging and talking shit about AEW stuff that WWE did. These last couple of weeks, maybe months, I am digging the backstage, the production, the differences. Because we wouldn't get that in WWE. The Moxley versus Allen with the room. We wouldn't get in WWE the girls laying down in the ring, talking next to each other like it's a fucking slumber party.
Yeah.
We wouldn't get in WWE the Don Callis birthday dinner where Takeshita's on the television and Okada's like, click.
I pressed wrong button.
Yeah. If you know, that's all you need to be like, man, when Takeshita turns on Okada, the place is going to go fucking plátanos.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. That's all you needed. Yeah. You didn't need like back and forth, a 25-minute promo that gets fucking stale at the end like on WWE, just so that everyone gets their shit in and then we start brawling. You know, the subtle Takeshita Okada stuff and everyone else like Lance Archer with the bottle of whiskey that he never opened. That's why he has his thumb on it. He keeps drinking out of it and it's the same fucking measure. Come on, man. It's Tony Khan. Buy a fucking bottle of Jack. It's $25. Fuck.
That's fucking funny.
From the true alcoholic here.
Aye.
So there is still stuff of AEW that I really like and is balancing out a lot of stuff that I don't. Mm-hmm. But before I get to that part.
Well, what was your number?
That's what I was about to do.
Oh, okay. 6.
I'm also at a 6 because this, for the good that the promos have been, Darby with the fucking flamethrower. What AEW has done in the past is once the champions lost the title, they get a respite. You get 2 or 3 months without him. We get to miss him a little. Mm-hmm. And I feel like the Death Rider stuff hasn't fucking finished because even though Moxley's not champ, he's still in 2, 3, sometimes 4 segments. Mm-hmm. And if it's not Death Rider segments, it's Callis family segments.
Yeah.
And it feels like a retread. You said earlier about not wanting to wear out your welcome. Mm-hmm. This is one of those matches where I'm like, all right, either Moxley says I quit or they legit kill Darby Allin so we can do something else. Will
AEW do
kill Darby? Maybe.
No.
The Mountain didn't.
Will AEW have the thing where somebody can quit on somebody else's behalf, like throw in the towel or something like that? Do you think that they would do that on this? Because I could see that happening in a regular match, but in an I quit match, is there precedent for that?
In WWE, there is.
But not in AEW, correct?
No, there is. MJF threw in the towel for Cody.
But that was in a regular match. That wasn't in a submission or I quit, right?
No, that was a... Jericho had him in the submission and MJF threw the towel in. I don't know if that was but that was early in AEW, but I don't remember if that was a submission match.
Okay.
You know, I don't know how I would feel if this happens, what I'm about to say.
Okay.
Sting returns and throws in the towel for Darby.
Woo! Wow. And then that turns Darby to the dark side to join the Death Riders. Ah, fuck. More Death Riders bullshit.
Or Darby versus Sting.
Okay.
I know Sting retired. He already got his farewell, all that good stuff. I'm at a 6.
I mean, look how many times Ric Flair retired.
Yeah, I'm ready for what's next for both of them.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
so who do you got winning?
Darby needs his win. Darby's winning.
I would want Darby to win just so that we could put a nail in the coffin of the Death Riders.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Tornado tag match. Ricochet and the Gates of Agony against all 3 of the Hurt Syndicate. Tell me if you've heard that before.
Bobby, Shelton, and who?
MVP.
I thought MVP wasn't wrestling anymore.
He was in that 6-man tag. He was the one that lost. He admitted that he took the L. He can't wrestle, but he could still fight. So they had a 6-man street fight on Dynamite, and the Hurt Syndicate won. But now they had a 2-man tag with Hurt Syndicate and GOA won, and now they're doing a 6-man, but now it's a wrestling match, but now it's a tornado tag. So it's kind of like hardcore, but it's not hardcore, but it's kind of wrestling, but it's not wrestling, and it's kind of AEW, but it's definitely AEW. And I'm already tired. I'm at a 2.
4.
2.
Okay. Hurt Syndicate's winning.
Hurt Syndicate's winning. Just exhausted thinking about it. Let me bring it back up.
Okay.
Jamie Hayter versus Tekla 1-on-1.
8. Without any build. Fucking 8, because I love me some Tekla. And I really, really, really like Jamie Hayter. I don't know what the story is.
The new look of Jamie Hayter's finally come around to me. It took me a while to get used to it.
The love child kind of.
I love the black. But right now she's doing it for me. Tekla, I'm at an 8. This is a match where we need to build up Tekla. Because especially whether it's Tony Storm or Chris Statlander with the belt, after this match, Statlander needs a bona fide heel character. Whether AEW fans cheer or boo that character is a different story. But it has to be Tekla. I've got Tekla winning.
Cool. I'm amicable to that, Tekla.
Okay. The Young Bucks needed a money match. So $500,000 is on the line. The Young Bucks against the new and improved Jurassic Express.
If I had not watched the little bit of AEW that I watched before you showed up, I would say on paper, Bucks versus Jurassic Express, 6 or 7. But since I did watch a little bit of that, I'm at like a 4.
Why?
This Jurassic Express with Jungle Jack Perry coming walking out like Crimea River Jack Perry, like Scapegoat Jack Perry, who's like, I guess I'm a face. Let me hold up this sign haphazardly. Look at this kid. Hey, I'm Jack Perry. I'm back with the guy with the fucking lizard gimmick.
Everyone's singing a song.
Yeah. Oh, but I don't give a shit. Like, I would have rather them came out to their original Jurassic Express music and not do the if it's going to be such a stark contrast for what he is. Because he wasn't even happy about it that he was there. He wasn't mad about it. So it wasn't like he was playing up to the crowd of it being like a disconnect. It was just like, why the fuck did I come back here? Why the fuck am I doing this? This is dumb. He seemed to me like Abel on Houston Wrestling Radio. Like, I'm just here so I don't get fined. Like, we're talking about we're talking about practice? Really? Like, he seemed like he wanted to be anywhere else but that there. And then you added on the fact that this was like a $500,000 match. Okay, cool. I don't care about the Young Bucks money. I don't care about how much money the wrestlers make off of these things. And I'm in the fucking biz. Like, as a fan, I just care who wins and loses and championships, and I want the person. I don't care about their.
What if
payday.
Jurassic Express wins? Are they gonna go to LA and buy a tar pit?
Yeah, what the fuck are they gonna do with $500K? Good for them. They got money. I mean, and 500K is a lot of money. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But if they were to win and then all of a sudden change their characters to bougie people, it'd be so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And then, which the equal but opposite stupidity is what's actually going on with the Bucks. Oh, the Bucks are CEOs, so now they're broke and now they need money. Like, no, they're not. It's such a gimmicky, hokey bullshit character that I don't like it. And even if they did win the 500 grand, now all of a sudden they're going to be back to bougie as they were before. Man, just give me back the Young Bucks with the fucking tie-dye and the super kick party. Like that's what I want. That's what I want from them. Like the coming in on the fucking river, like fucking George Washington, and then being filthy rich and then not, and like there were Nicholas and Macalis and whatever they were. Like I don't give a shit about the Bucks, man.
I don't either. I'm at a 5. The reason I'm at a 5 is for something you hit it on earlier. You might not have seen this, but they got together at All Out, right?
Right.
Their first match back. The same fucking look that you said. I don't want to be here. What the fuck am I doing here? Mm-hmm. He still has the knife in his pocket like he did when he was Scapegoat. Luchasaurus did all the work. And then he got tagged in, and Jack Perry got hit the finish. 1, 2, 3. Sat there like, yeah, I'm that guy doing only one move. This almost reminds me of Frankenstein. Jack Perry brought Luchasaurus back to life almost by necessity.
Mm-hmm.
But doesn't Frankenstein kill his creator?
I think so.
I think Perry is still a heel in all of this.
You mean Frankenstein's monster killed Dr. Frankenstein?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Frankenstein's monster killed Frankenstein. I'm thinking Jack is still a heel. Luchasaurus is still Looney Tunes because he just got brought back from the dead, and he doesn't know any better. And sooner or later, that's gonna break down into something else.
There is such a fucking disconnect there, because if you're talking about Luchasaurus coming back from the dead
from Killswitch,
right? Yeah, as Killswitch, and it's already a fucking Looney Tunes character. And you have the oh song,
but neither of them are dancing to it,
right? And you have Jungle Jack Perry.
It's not Jungle Boy,
not Jungle Boy.
Jack Perry.
Jungle Jack Perry. You have Jungle Jack Perry coming out
in the wrong costume.
The wrong costume, but also the completely wrong demeanor and story, and his whole character is built around the real life bullshit that happened with Punk. And so it's like all this reality that they're trying to harness as the real life kid of Luke Perry, the real life kid who said, "Cry me a river."
The root of him still is Punk.
Right. Like all this realism trying to be in this cartoonism, and it's not even like an Odd Couple type team. They're not doing a Rock and Dude Love, Rock and Sock. It's not like tongue in cheek. Oh, there's the straight guy, the straight laced guy with the comedy relief guy. No, it's like they're not even playing that up. It doesn't even seem as though they're trying to set up for some sort of swerve or some sort of friction between the two. It literally seems like Jack is not even acting.
Yeah.
Right? Like he's doing a poor job at acting whatever his role should be because he doesn't know what his role should be. Am I supposed to be an Odd Couple on this? Am I supposed to go back to the cartoony stuff? Am I supposed to be the foil of his cartoony stuff and be the real life stuff? Or is he supposed to be fucking Chris Pratt from the new Jurassic Worlds? That's why he's dressed like that, because he's going to go out there and go up to Luchasaurus and be like, "Whoa, Whoa.
Sun's getting real low, big guy.
Yeah, like is that what he's trying to do? Because he kind of looks like a gothed up Dr. Grant. A gothed up, depressed, needed to take extra Zoloft Dr. Grant from Jurassic Park.
I have Jurassic Express winning. I'm just curious what the fuck they're gonna do with the money. Like, I feel like Jack's gonna take the money and kill Luchasaurus again.
The Bucks are winning because their whole gimmick is money.
But the point, you can't have the reuniting of fucking. They've been teasing it for weeks. The knife package that the Young Bucks got, and it was like, next time, stab me in the front. That was from Jack Perry. Like, they've built this whole thing of Jack getting his revenge on the Young Bucks, but he needed that second, which is why he brought Luchasaurus back from the dead. You can't just ball all that away just for the Young Bucks to win because LOL, the Bucks win money.
I can see him doing it, though. I don't know.
Or Jack turns on the dinosaur and goes back to the Bucks, and we bring back all this crap and remind us.
The dinosaur turns on Jack.
And remind us that, the real reason Jack still looks the way he does is because CM Punk made him look that way.
It's a mess.
Brodito defend the titles against Konosuke Takeshita, the New Japan IWGP World Champ, Konosuke Takeshita, and the Unified Champ, Kazuchika Okada. Which is why Okada turned off the telly.
9.
9.
Just based off of the telly and based off of paper. Bandito, yes. Give me
9.
Bandito. Yeah. Konosuke, yes. Okada is in that territory where I'm like, maybe I don't want to watch him wrestle anymore. Mm-hmm. He's Jordan on the Wizards. I get it, but the other two could probably carry this enough to where I'm fucking interested.
The reason I'm at a 9 is because I'm already anticipating the dissension between Takeshita and Okada.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of overlooking the match because there's probably going to be 3 or 4 matches that are going to do the exact same shit that Brodito are going to do in this match.
Okay.
So I'm like ready for the end. This is Cena Styles. Give me a collar and elbow tie up and then go to the finishers. Okay. And I've got Brodito retaining.
Okay. Brodito. Sure.
Main event. Hangman. Adam Page. Samoa Joe.
This is just, we're already at the main event?
Yes.
Wow, this is a shorter card than normal.
There's 8 matches for the main show. There's 4 matches on the pre-show. They're doing another pre-show on TBS before the actual pay-per-view.
We didn't talk about the pre-show matches?
No, we ain't got time for that shit.
Okay.
Are you going to watch them?
There
we go. So the main event, Samoa Joe, Hangman Page, men's world title. Number.
Maybe you could talk me up. I want to be at a 9 or a 10 for this. Just based off of paper, based off of not seeing anything, based off of just my love of Samoa Joe. And my like of Hangman. I hope that this run with Hangman has been better than his first run. But Nalgas. I'm probably at like a 6 because Joe feels to me in AEW like Riho is in AEW. The threat to the title that comes around every so often that might actually beat the guy, but is not ever really going to be the guy. Not ever really going to beat the guy.
But Riho was the girl. Joe's been the guy.
They were.
So that's why it's a credible threat that they could be the guy again.
In the past.
This isn't like Christian where every other week it's...
Not in the now. In the past. When you need a credible threat that you know isn't going to win to put the real person that you want over, call Riho, call Samoa Joe. So I'm at like a 6. Okay. Because Hangman is winning. Joe is not a threat to Hangman, even though Joe should be a threat. Joe could be the world champ for AEW, could have a very lengthy, meaningful fucking run, could strap that company on his back 5 years ago, 4 years ago, last year. He could be that guy. Yeah, for a cup of coffee.
You make the case for me, man.
Okay.
You moved me up.
You're at a 10. I moved you up. I was looking for you to move me up.
I was at a 9 until you started talking.
Okay.
So here's
why am I
I'm
wrong?
gonna help you. You're not wrong.
Okay.
You just need a little extra context.
Help me. I'm half chubbed. Give me a bot out.
The very beginning. The 6-man tag.
Okay.
Where Hangman and Joe and Hobbs won. And hands the belt to Hobbs. And then he hands the belt to Joe, and Joe dropped it or wasn't paying attention. But in Joe's point of view, felt the disrespect. And that's why we had the scuffle. And that's why Joe's like, man, you've never beaten me. In all the times that we've been in AEW together, we've never faced off one-on-one. You've never beaten me. And I'm expecting Paige not to beat him. I'm expecting Joe to win this because you can't continue to screw up the value of a character, especially a character like Samoa Joe, where he says he's going to do something, he has to fucking do it. You didn't expect Joe to take the belt from MJF, did you?
No.
But he did.
Yeah.
Why?
Because they needed a transitional champ. That's why.
That's not the question, though. Why?
But that was the answer. He was just a transitional champ.
Because you look at a guy like Joe, he'll do it. They needed it. Here's
character and booking are two different things, bro.
But that's why you said
I feel you on the character.
That's why you said earlier that you would like to see the belt hot potato between Statlander and Storm.
Yes,
the belt should be hot potato between Joe and Hangman, because again, this goes back to fucking Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe won. Joe should have won that first match. Angle could have beat him 1,000 times, but it doesn't matter because that first match, because Kurt Angle walked in that door, Samoa Joe choked him out, and then the next week, Angle should have said, you know what? I was not expecting the competition here. Are there more Joes? Then I need to get fucking ready.
And that didn't happen. That should have happened. It didn't.
And I know. That's why that's an example of why something like this needs to happen.
Needs to, but it ain't gonna.
I think Joe will win. I've got Joe winning.
Okay.
But again, how I mentioned
you
earlier,
are a Joe-mosexual.
But I like Hanger though. This isn't that. This goes back to what I mentioned earlier, the difference in production. Joe and Hangman never swung blows. Then the next week on Dynamite, Joe comes out in a suit, that blue suit. Hangman cuts his promo. Joe shows him how you cut a promo. And then after that, Hangman laid down his final words and he walked right past Joe. No fighting, no blading, no crazy shit. And then last night, the tag match, Joe wins. Hangman's in there because there's fucking afterbirth or whatever. And then they clear the ring. Everyone's copacetic. Joe is staring at Hangman. He hands Hangman the world title. And instead of fighting, he walks the fuck out. No brawling at all up to this point. So this isn't your typical, we're going to brawl every fucking week because that's what wrestling fans expect from pro wrestling for the last 25 years.
Right.
This has been different. Joe has made it clear. I have respect for you. But remember, you needed me to help you beat Moxley to win that world title. So you owe me this.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't, I hate your fucking guts. This is transactional. Mm-hmm. Not even anyone else in the fucking ops have interfered or attacked Hangman, which is a change of pace from the fucking Death Riders for 9 months. Do I need to remind you that? Yeah. This has not been your typical, we're going to fight, them's fighting words. Blah, blah, blah. No, this has been different. And the difference is what's making me accentuate what I already want to see out of these two. Mm-hmm. And if this is the first time they're wrestling, this belt should be hot potato. Because if Joe wins the first time, that gives credence to his character that you've never beaten me. And I just proved it because you can't beat me. Mm-hmm. And now Hangman's new challenge is to beat Joe. And maybe he loses the second time. And then that last time he gets it back. And then Joe, they said that he's going to retire soon. That's his swan song. He lays down for Hanger. And Hanger's a lot more elevated because he was able to beat Joe after losing to him twice.
Okay.
Yeah. I got Joe winning.
Okay, you convinced me. I'm at an 8.
Okay, good.
I'm not at a 9 or a 10 because I disagree with you.
Joe has to win. He has to.
I understand why you have that opinion.
And I know it's an unpopular opinion because AEW champions have run.
I agree with that opinion. I think Joe should win. I don't think he's gonna win because I think that the booking is more geared towards let's get over Hangman. Hangman was our guy. Hangman had a run that was meh, but we giving it to him again. He's gonna have a good run this time. And again, who do we call when we need a credible threat? Joe. So I don't think Joe's going to win it. I agree with you that he should. That character-wise, it makes sense. But that's all the more reason why he's a very, very good, credible threat. And that's it.
We'll have to find out on Saturday.
We'll have to find out.
Well, Saturday for you. Sunday for me.
Why's that?
I'll be in Brooklyn this weekend for a concert.
Who you seeing?
A band called Acceptance. They're doing the 20th anniversary for one of their first albums, Phantoms. They re-recorded it with guests, and this will be my first time actually seeing them live.
Hell yeah.
And I've been a big fan for 20 years.
Nice.
So I'm flying Saturday, landing in Newark, taking the train to New York City, taking another train to fucking Brooklyn, having some beer, eating some pizza, go to the show. After that, more pizza, more beer, and then take the bus to LaGuardia, and then flying back the next day. That's
Hell yeah.
it.
Wow.
That's why I'm going alone, because if I take someone, they're going to want to do the touristy stuff, then I'm going straight for that, and then...
Nice.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, so solo run. That's
all right.
good. Yeah.
All right. And
are you working this weekend?
Yes, I am.
Tell them.
I'm working on Saturday as well.
Oh, shit.
So Saturday is the next Riot Wrestling Federation. It is entitled Ransom Note. It is our Halloween show, so make sure you come out, bring the kiddos, dress them up, all that good stuff. Also, part of the reason why we're calling this Ransom Note is because Ransom, the wrestler, formerly known as Kid Ransom, the artist formerly known as Kid Ransom, who is now just Ransom. Ransom basically threw down a challenge for Kenny Calypso after dunking him in the fountain and damn near drowning him last time. So we'll see if Kenny Calypso will actually answer the call, and we'll see what happens. Are we going to see Ransom versus Kenny Calypso? Is Kenny okay? And if so, what's going to happen with this match? And why the fuck is Ransom even concerned with Kenny Calypso? Because the whole reason why Ransom was even around was because he was Team UPW, and UPW got defeated, but he's still around poking at fucking Kenny Calypso, which had nothing to do with that fucking war. So why are you still, I don't get it. I don't understand, but hopefully we're going to get some answers. We're going to get some answers this weekend. Also, we're going to have a fatal four-way ladder match to crown the first ever Riot Macho Madness champion. So that's going to be pretty fun. Ladder matches are always fun. So we'll see how that goes. We're going to have Dustin Wynn, the Wind Dragon, taking on the Shadow Dragon. Maybe we'll actually get more definitive.
So someone in the audience has to be dressed up as Daenerys. Please.
Yes, that would be great. The Battle of the Dragons, last man standing. So we're going to have something a little bit more definitive than the last couple of times that these two have squared off.
You mean last dragon flying?
Yes. Also, we have a stat card with a bunch of other great Texas independent wrestling names. Izzy James, Diego De La Cruz, Nate Slater, Chris Lyons, Ledgic Chamberlain, Estrella Galactica, Jack Calloway, David Duperon, Sean Hendricks, Don Vega, tons more. We're also going to have a couple other surprises. Yourself, your boy is going to be there being a ring announcer, probably doing double duty, also commentary as well, because that's what winds up happening usually at Riot, especially since Steven Steller has decided that he wants to get injured, then go get married, then go try to wrestle and do all kinds of stuff. So I don't know if Steven Steller is ever going to be our ring announcer again, which is fine because I don't mind doing both. I'll do the ring announcing and commentary. Twice? No comment.
Oh.
But yeah, that's
a hot dog and two handshakes.
Yes. Hi.
Dang.
Lower. Too low. Lower. Yes. We're back at the Santa Fe Fire Department in Santa Fe, Texas. We're no longer at the beer garden because the idea was we were going to be at a Stoop Beer Garden because
beer
summer. Well, also beer, but because of summer, they're indoors in the air conditioner, whereas the firehouse has big bays, so it's outdoors. So we thought, oh, by the time October comes around, it's going to cool off.
No,
it's probably going to be hot as ever still because fucking climate change.
Because the way the firehouses are set up, they're meant to capture a lot of heat.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Is there not a big ass fan?
There is.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's a couple of big ass fans in there.
Okay.
But that's where they house the fire trucks.
Yeah.
So they just open up the bays, remove the fire trucks out, and set up the ring there. It's still a nice venue. It's just sometimes it can get a little warm during the summer. But we're back there. So back at our original home, the Santa Fe Fire Department. So come on out. 7:00, I believe, is bell time. It's this Saturday.
Nice.
Yeah.
I believe that's everything.
That's the show?
Yes.
All right. Well, that's the show then. Thank you so much. Adios, my friends. Keep it classy.
Let's get out this bitch.
Boom.
Oh, yeah.